You are probably working at a job right now, a job you don't like, working with people you don't want to, and earning much less than you would like. But the truth is you stay in that job because it's your only source of income, isn't it? You probably don't have any money saved, your expenses are sky high, and your salary only covers the essentials. The things you really like, you never manage to buy. You feel like you're in a bottomless pit. You have high credit card debt, and maybe you have a massive debt to finance college because someone once told you that once you graduated, you would have a good job and be a happy, fulfilled, and successful person. You managed to complete your studies with great effort, but you never worked in the field you really wanted. Now your plan to get rich, all of that seems like a distant dream. Now you see on the internet, every day, dozens of young people showing off trips, luxury cars, and bank accounts full of money. Some got rich, others millionaires, and still others billionaires. You look at all this and wonder, how did they achieve this? What is the secret to being rich, especially those who got there so young? It leaves you perplexed. It makes you angry. Some say they got lucky, others say they were born into wealth. Some people go further in their reasoning and say, surely they were dishonest and got all that money by getting involved in the wrong things. And you feel unlucky that you haven't achieved any of that. Besides, those dreams you had of buying that mansion, your favorite car, living life, traveling the world, will remain just dreams. Nothing more, nothing less. You come to the harsh conclusion that life is not fair to you, and it seems like a game of chance, where you only lose and never win. It's been like this from the start for you, and you're on the losing side. But what if I told you you're wrong? What if there was a way to get there? A real plan for you to start activating true wealth in your life? I will reveal the science behind how money works. And if you didn't have to give up the dream of owning that luxury car or traveling the world, you may think I'm kidding or trying to fool you, but rest assured, you will understand that there is a side of the coin that has not been shown to you. But I warn you, the path is arduous. This path is full of challenges, full of ups and downs. You will need to discard some things you were taught in school and that society still tries to impose on you. I haven't told you yet, and let me be clear, there are many of you who won't even make it to the end of this video. But for those who do, it shows that you are really interested in changing your life. And this path that I'm about to present to you now, at the end of it, there is a wealth waiting for you. A wealth so great that you never thought you could achieve in life. On this path is already the freedom to never have to worry about money again. So are you with me? So let's not waste any more time. What do you really think about money? Is it something you work for, earn, or inherit? Is it the root of all evil? Are you desperate to have more of it? Have you been chasing it? All the thinking you have formed in your head about money has been influenced by your upbringing and environment. If you were born into a family that didn't have a lot of money growing up, then you are more inclined to believe that you would never be able to make a lot of money someday in life. And you were never instructed on how money really works. In this position, the fact that your school did not teach you anything about this subject. Because of this, you probably hold false beliefs about money that won't help you on this journey. Stay with me here because we'll have to change the way you viewed money throughout your life. Hollywood movies have always had a habit of portraying rich people as evil, deceitful, or corrupt individuals. The question is, did you believe that? Quick! A recent report released by a very famous newspaper in the United States showed that the richest people in the world, those with a net worth of 30 million or more, 68 of them got rich on their own. And it seems that all other studies support this conclusion. Warren Buffett, the oldest and greatest investor in the world, became a billionaire. Howard Schultz is a multi-billionaire and is an American entrepreneur, mainly for being the CEO of Starbucks Corporation, one of the largest and best-known coffee chains in the world. What nobody knows, he was born into poverty. Oprah Winfrey is an American television host, actress, producer, philanthropist, and entrepreneur. Today, she is a multi-millionaire, but what no one knows, she was born into extreme poverty. Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world, was not born into a wealthy family. Pham was middle class and he did not have a privileged childhood in terms of financial resources. Elon Musk, the richest man in the world today, what nobody knows, he faced financial difficulties in his youth. He was born into a middle-class family, but throughout his life faced financial challenges after moving to the United States to study at the University of Pennsylvania. Musk faced times when he struggled to support himself, even sleeping on friends' couches. However, he overcame all challenges and became a multi-billionaire. What do these people know that you don't? In fact, it's your way of making money that's wrong. Here's the formula for making money. You learned that money is equivalent to the salary earned in a job. After a certain point, the prospect of earning a higher salary becomes the sole purpose of your education. So what's wrong with that, you ask? I assume, and if you're watching this video, your goal is to accumulate a good amount of money in the shortest amount of time possible. Therefore, this formula for getting money will never lead you to success. We all have a valuable resource, and you need to understand that. And once it's used, there's no getting it back. This resource is time. In a regular job, the amount of money you acquire is tied to the amount of time you invest in that job. If you earn $750, work 44 hours a week, it would take you almost 63 years to reach a total of $1 million. However, this is without deducting taxes or expenses that will occur over 63 years, not to mention that inflation would make your $1 million worth less. In other words, becoming rich earning a minimum wage is impossible, and becoming a millionaire is also out of reach. You can only really become a millionaire in old age, living in a weakened state. And most of this precious resource, known as time, has slipped through your fingers. You traded all that time for money and still it wasn't that high an amount. So, once again, you ask yourself, how are there millionaires and billionaires who built their fortunes on their own and got rich so young? What makes them different? The truth is, they have a more effective formula than yours. They understand money in a way that you haven't fully mastered yet. Pay attention now. Stop chasing the money. In a capitalist society, the rules of the game are clear. You are rewarded according to the value people perceive you are generating. And those who recognize this value make up the market, the consumers of the economy. The market is you, your friends, your family, your neighbors. People may complain that soccer players earn a lot, but it's because the market is willing to pay millions for them. First, there needs to be a market for the soccer industry. People have to realize the value of football before they want to spend money on games and products. If the market has a high demand for football, what happens to the players at the top of their game? They are generously rewarded for it. It's not about how much you work. When are you going to realize this? Look at a janitor, for example. They sweat and dry every day, but earn much less than an accountant sitting behind a desk. Then you ask Dr. Eden, wouldn't that be unfair? Because the market values the janitor's work as less valuable than the accountant's work, the individual who spent years studying numbers, who saved thousands of dollars in taxes for his clients. Don't get me wrong for using example. All jobs are worthy. I just use this example for you to understand that you will be rewarded according to the value you generate. If you generate a lot of value, you will earn a lot of money. If you generate little value, and many people can perform the same function as you will hardly get much for it. So how can we increase the value of what we do? What makes people like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos stand out so much, to the point that their value is extremely high? The answer is simple. They solve problems that other people couldn't solve as efficiently. If you solve a problem, the money will start to follow you. If it's $1 million problem, the solution will make you millions. If it's $1 billion problem, the solution will make you billions. Companies like Amazon solve the inconvenience of people having to travel from their homes to a store. The delay in delivery offers more affordable prices, among other benefits, not to mention all the other companies that Amazon hosts and the problems that these companies solve. Jeff Bezos helped solve $1 billion problem and was amply rewarded for it. If you're after money, then you're going the wrong way. It may seem illogical, but if you want money, it's not money you should be looking for. You should look for problems and, more importantly, solutions to those problems. Once you find the solution, build a business around it. That's it. Just solve the problems and the money will come. So, you must be wondering, do I need to create the next Amazon to get rich, or the next Facebook, or the next Google? You're kidding me, right? I don't even know how to code, and I don't have the money to start something of that magnitude. You might say, wait a second. Okay, what did I just teach you? You're reverting to old thought patterns. Always start with a problem. Listen to the market around you. What are people saying they don't like? What are people asking for? What do people find frustrating? What do they find incredibly inconvenient? Is this a problem you can solve? And is it a problem worth solving? The final step in this business model for wealth is to find a scalable solution to the problem. Your solution needs to impact a large number of people. For example, opening a restaurant is not scalable. You are limited to the local area and the foot traffic of that area. Now, a franchise is more scalable. If your solution is an app, once built, it can be scaled indefinitely online without worrying about production or shipping costs, since everything is virtual. You will never build a scalable business in your job. Pay attention! Your solution takes time to generate that money. Let's say you're a yoga instructor, charging $80 an hour. You may think you're an entrepreneur, but you're actually in a job disguised as a business. There is a limit to how many classes you can teach in a day, and therefore your income is limited by time. However, If you create an online yoga course that operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with classes that you only need to create once, now you have created a scalable business. So don't get lost at this point. Automation also plays a significant role. Companies like ClickBank will keep your business running smoothly if implemented correctly. If there is anything in your business that you can outsource or hire someone to do, and it makes financial sense, assigning all tasks to yourself is detrimental, even if you believe you are the best. There's someone out there who can do a better job than you. Once you've found the solution, your role is to make sure it can be accessed by everyone in your market. It's not about your ego or what you love. The market doesn't care about your passions. Now that you have a profitable business up and running, with the right systems and processes in place, it's time to move forward and reap the rewards of your labor. There are two likely options at this point: continue with your business or profit from the sale. This is the acquisition, when someone buys the solution around which you have spent years building a business. This includes Instagram being acquired by Facebook for $1 billion, or PayPal being sold to eBay for $1.5 billion, of which $165 million went directly into Elon Musk's pocket, among countless other acquisition events worldwide. This is the moment when all the effort you put into building your business pays off. If you decide to continue running your business, there are several reasons to do so. Maybe you love the company you built and want to keep it. Maybe you believe you can add more value to the company and sell it in the future for a higher price. Maybe the business operates passively in the background and you don't need to put in much effort to keep things running. Or maybe it's a combination of these factors. Either way, you did it. You solved a problem the market wanted to solve and were rewarded for it. And now what? Was it all luck? For most, it was never about money. Money is just a piece of paper or a number on the screen. Its value is based on our belief. From the beginning, it was never about money or buying your dream car or traveling the world without worrying about your financial situation. In fact, it's the freedom you were looking for. Your destiny was never about money, but the lifestyle you always dreamed of. It was about the feeling and the ability to do whatever you want, whenever you want, without ever having to think, can I afford this? Did I use my vacation days for the year? How am I going to pay the rent this month? Will I be able to pay my debts this month? What dreams will I have to sacrifice because I can't afford to chase them? The most important lesson in this video was never about the nature of money. It was about the valuable resource we all have and can never get back: time. Is it worth giving up a significant portion of your time for a job you probably don't like? Is your life destined to work, go home, watch TV, sleep, wake up the next day, and repeat the same cycle until retirement? How many more hours of your life are you letting slip away because of this pattern? Well, maybe you're okay with that reality. Maybe you have no choice but to go down this path for now, and if so, there's nothing to worry about. The biggest contribution this video may have given you was a bit of entertainment and perhaps a change of perspective. But there are those who watch this video and understand the other side. Those who wish they never had to worry about money again. And that's why I feel the need to remind you. Stop chasing money, chase problems, and find solutions to those problems. This is the formula by which all money is earned. If you want freedom without ever having to worry about money again, then let's solve the problems. This doesn't mean you'll be happy at the end of the road. It doesn't mean you'll feel fulfilled. Only you can answer that question. But since it's your freedom we're talking about, then maybe it's worth pursuing. And there's your formula for wealth. Of course, I omitted many complexities in this video. The topics of money, business, and entrepreneurship are too vast to be covered in a single video like this. And it's essential to remember the original point I made at the beginning. Most people won't succeed, for a variety of reasons, but the most crucial part is to take chances. Take risks, but don't be irresponsible, right? Take calculated risks. Anything worthwhile always comes with risks. So avoiding risk means putting an end to your wealth before you even start. And if you're doing something that's not directly related to a business, but rather a job, and you want to make more money, ask yourself, what problems am I solving? This may lead you to find ways to better monetize what you are doing, including your job and career. If you can solve more problems and find more solutions in your workplace, is there anything you can do to earn a higher salary? I'll close with the same message I've repeated countless times in this video. Stop chasing money and start chasing solutions to problems. Congratulations on making it to the end of the video, and thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the success in the world, and please type in the comments, I made it to the end. Remember, this is part 2 of this video. Part 1 is in the first pinned comment. And if you want part 3, comment, I want part 3. A big hug, and see you next time.